action, game 2 here at the Corsair DreamLeague CIS region qualifiers. Team Spirit leading at the moment with 1 victory against Gambit. Let's see who can come out on top of this and move forward to meet up against Suicide Team in the next round, the lower bracket. So, lanes, not too surprising. I think one thing to look at as well, yeah, the S-Moon Legion, as you said, he had a really good Legion game yesterday, didn't he?
He's an interesting player. I'm going to keep my eyes on him for a while, too.
Keep an eye on what he does in the lane.
This time he switched it. So the last game that he played Legion off lane, he had 3 clarities. Now this time he actually goes 2 salves and the extra region. So he has 3 sets of region up here.
So what's does he just feel he's going to get bullied a little heavier this game?
Yeah, I think he's going to. I think he just wants to keep them up top. If you're playing versus Night Stalker, one of the best things you can actually do is make sure he can't leave the lane. You keep him top till like the 4 or 5 minute mark, keep pressuring their carry. He has to stay up there, and then that makes all the other lanes weaker.
The battle begins.
So it looks like we've got trade runes, 2 for 2. Bignum starting to block mid for the DP, while Coddle blocks the opposing mid. Viver even backpacks his Windlay so that he can block the Radiant mid even better.
Awesome, next level play.
Look at this. This 335 movements in Coddle. He now moves the Windlays back in.
Oh, he's getting the timing right.
But look at that, the blocks. It's going to be fairly even.
Yeah,
looks like Radiant's got it beat. Radiant's got the win here by a tiny little margin.
Yeah, he's got... Oh, yeah, he can see, yeah, it's good.
It's Radiant.
He can see us from the high ground. It's good. They're going to try and pull it around, but we'll see how it goes. Bignum does, you know, want to focus on having the support here for G in the mid lane to start with. Try and keep RTW on his toes.
So they did do the one thing that we were talking about is the adjustment, right? Put that dual lane mid so that they can deal with this OD player.
Yeah, rather than relying on some of these support standing in the side lane, and you know, you sort of hope that they do get a successful movement with that first rotation, because if they don't, it just, the momentum falls apart so massively. So this is absolutely the safer way to play it, especially against a team where you know that there's the chance they are going to be pretty smart about what you're doing and are going to be able to read your moves.
Yeah, and they already know what can Night Stalker really do top, to be honest, versus Coddle Legion. He's not going to help the Lycan by any means. So they're just going to do dual lanes. Tiny should be able to get a decent amount bottom because he's tiny. Once they start getting some levels up on the lifestealer, that's when Tiny's life becomes a lot harder. But first few, he should be okay. Like level 2 and 3 is when lifestealer actually has kill windows if the Tiny's not healthy.
Yeah, Cheshire Cat has to be careful. Had a bit of a tough time last game having an impact on his Legion. We'll see what he can get done this time round on the Tiny, and it doesn't feel like an easy game for a Tiny.
No, it does not.
A lot of things that you have to be very worried about going in, and not really, you know, not really the cause that you're going to be able to burst down with the combo either. Both the Lifestealer and the Legion at least will be relatively tanky, having that high strength, and also having the heal and save from the Legion for one another, as well as the rage for Illidan.
Oh, FNG with the kinetic field, blocking Bignum, claiming both bounties.
He's very good at prioritizing this FNG. I feel like we've seen him do this in numerous games. Just always get those bounties.
All of Spirit. Look at this. They're actually going to get all 4 bounties, and we saw this yesterday too, right? They were just bounty hunters.
I mean, it's even better now as it scales up, you know, towards the later portions of the game, and they do it at all stages. They're always making sure that they get those bounties. It's a great way to start building that goal difference.
Yep. Bignum actually gets the side pull off on bottom, so he will deny a bit of farm from the Lifestealer. But Illidan, as well as FNG, will walk in and claim themselves a couple of those last hits. So they did miss. They missed 2 already. So that's a very good move by Bignum going bottom with his Tiny to pull the wave back a bit. So all 3 lanes looking pretty solid for Gambit though. They definitely got what they wanted.
The mid lane, having that slightly G, as you say, because of the backup of the Night Stalker, but still yet to see any blood spit.
Viver actually was, so with this top Coddle Legion Commander, you actually, at one point you don't want to just keep spamming the lane, you want to be able to pull the side, so you can, you know, double up on farm. But what ended up actually happening was that Gambit blocked the hard camp, and the first D-ward didn't catch it. So second D-ward by Spirit caught the hard camp.
Down bottom, that's going to be where your first blood is there, as they catch out FNG. Night Stalker comes down towards the lane, and with the help of Cheshire Cat's combo, they're able to actually claim themselves first blood right underneath the noses of Illidan.
Really got to watch your positioning when you're playing versus Tiny as a support. It can happen. FNG might actually be able to get Bignum here. The Nitro Creeps help him.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. FNG coming straight back into the lane and getting revenge. And certainly a more painful revenge as well, because he That's his TP on cooldown. Night Stalker's going to have to make the slow movement out of the base to wherever he wishes to go to next. A bit of a mess up. He has at least got the night time, but...
He's got handled by FG. Yeah. The neutral creep's just ganging up on him.
That just shouldn't happen. Again, up top, the blast continuing to hack, but... As you say, not really falling that behind on CS. Still doing okay. The big thing being, of course, Moon is getting very good farm on this offlane Legion.
Yeah, they're actually able to sustain okay versus this just because of the Dazzle sitting there spamming Clarity, spamming the heals on the Lycan. Plus the passive and Ring of Health. 20 HP per second. Balance.
And Big Nung's coming, okay. He has got
with the DD.
The DD ready to pounce.
Goodbye, Biver.
Immediately going straight for the easy kill of the Keeper of the Light, and Biver will go down. No sort of heal TP is going to get him out of that one. And the DD Night Stalker closing in on the old man.
Nice movement by Bignum. So even though his TP was cooldown, he does find good rotation.
Biver will pick up a smoke. We'll see if they can do any sort of movement between him and FNG.
They don't really have like that dual.
No, it's hard. I mean, maybe if they can sort of set up with the control for like Illidan to punch into the offlane and they can get something done, but it's hard. And Bignum, he's actually running down more here. He's looking towards FNG, just keeping eyes on the movement of Disruptor, making it so Team Spirit can't really get anything done at all during this night time.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is time. His time to shine. It is night. Yeah. He is Night Stalker. Biver just has to be very careful. Should be in an okay position here. He's pretty far back.
And they look towards Moon instead, but still not really a kill that they can quite go for. Especially with backup of both FNG and Biver actually heading up here as the two supports.
It's bounty rune time. They gotta go claim those bounties. Everyone just runs to the bounty rune. I love watching this on the mini-map. Even the carries, everyone just starts migrating torn bounties.
Yeah, Illidan able to grab both of the ones down here at the bottom half. 2 quick bounty runes for Illidan. ILTW in this mid lane. How's the CS looking between him and the Death Prophet? Still the lead here for G. Yep. On his DP.
He's had to go some very different build too. G is almost level 7 already on DP, and this was a kind of a dual lane, while ILTW is only level 5, and he's gotten 3 Astral build. So a bit different than having like the actual Arcane Orb for damage. They only really have like Astral to push the wave out.
ILTW goes for the Astral here. Bignum is watching from the side. Looks like he won't quite be able to find an angle to get in. Up top, Vanscore still trying to do his best to keep Dahak strong, and it is working. Dahak salves up. Heads over to the side. Nothing they can do in terms of lockdown, of course, yet. Still just level 5 on the Legion, not quite the 6 here for Moon.
As soon as Lycan hits 6, he's going to be able to pick up his Dominator, and that's where they actually might be in some trouble. They've actually continued to block that hard camp, so they're denying a lot of farm from the Coddle Legion up top. They blocked it again and again and again for the last 7 minutes, so that the Legion Coddle can't do the side pulls.
And look at this mid, straight in with the excesses of G, starting to get the push going. Bignum's there to back him up as they've got a little bit of time left under this first night time. See how much they can get done to this tower. Bignum just tanking it, making sure the G can still continue to push. And they are getting very close to taking it. Up top, Moon, 1 or 2 more creeps and he will have that duel. Still hard for those two to really make a move onto Dahak. They would need a rotation from the OD as such, and mid lane.
It's pretty crazy how he can actually just sustain versus Coddle and Legion Commander. I really didn't think he'd be able to, even with Dazzle behind him, but yeah, he's just been tanking the blast and not caring. Good old 20 HP per second. Top.
Moon. Just get the heal and the movement speed. And then press the attack and overwhelming odds. We'll be fine.
Illidan's going to be the big playmaker for his team this game as the lifestealer. More than likely going to get the usual armlet. He does have a Blightstone though. That's probably just for laning phase versus Tiny though.
Yeah, and he's had a very strong laning stage. As again, Illidan, another one of those games where he is getting free farm at the start. No real sort of pressure being put on him. Can be left, as you say, in the 1v1, and absolutely nothing to fear from this solo lane Tiny as a lifestealer.
Yeah.
And if anything, Cheshire Cat has to be the one to fear Illidan.
Slow game though. 9 minutes, only 2-1. We've been seeing a lot faster pace, but now, like in his 6, he's got a Centaur creep. He can make the moves.
And he wants to make the move down to even the bottom on
I would
mid.
assume mid.
Mid.
Yeah, it's a much easier one. Lifestealer was rage, and in fast is just really hard to bring down. Wait for the Astral in mid. They can look to make the move and then take the tower afterwards. They might just even just go.
Yeah, straight in. They charge. There's the Centaur stone to lead in. They surround it with the walls and the heal bombing. We'll have the defensive Astral. TP's coming through from the Legion. It's going to be cancelled. They realise there's nothing that can be done there to save ILTW. There's Gambit making the moves with that Dahak Lycan early on and getting the job done.
They should be able to claim themselves that tower quite easily too. It was already low. Lycan makes it so easy to make those kind of rotations. It's just like, okay, I'm 6, I have Dominator, it moves very fast, I gank.
Down bottom, FNG has the control on Vanskor. Vanskor does have G coming over to help him. ILTW is there for FNG. TP out to be tempted by Vanskor and he makes it. He's got the distance. There'll be even the Centaur stun as well, making sure he can't get in. Down bottom, Illidan.
He's pretty deep. He
went kind of deep
now.
And he'll go for it. And of course, nothing that they can do to put a stop to the rage TP. No way of cancelling that at all with their lineup.
So they need a level 6 on Disruptor and they need Lifestealer to get involved for Team Spirit because ILTW doesn't really have a killing build, as we were mentioning. He's got the 1-4, 1-4-2 or 1-4-3 on the OD, so he is quite weak for the next couple moments till he has more levels. So they're going to really need the Lifestealer and the supports to step up and make the moves. Legion should have a decent timing blink, but Viper going to try to stall the push on bottom. Should be able to reasonably well.
I mean, G's doing a good job this game with the Death Prophet, making the exact movements that he needs to, taking that and putting the mid pressure on, instantly coming down to bottom as soon as the Exorcism's back online again, and getting a decent amount of damage done to that tier 1 tower there as well.
This Lifestealer is saving a lot of gold. I am wondering if he may actually go for this Radiant.
He is not doing the Radiant.
He has 2,700 banked up. He could buy the Armlet right now.
Oh, glimpse onto the Lycan. The catch isn't there with the kinetic field, but they do have the catch with the duel. They won't kill him in time. Grave is out as well for Dahak. He surely will still fall. Oh, is he actually going to survive? There's nothing ticking him down, is it? He's out.
They've only got...
He just TP's out of there.
They only have Glimpse, Duel, and Astral Imprisonment with actual stuns.
What a play that, you know, Dahak and having the save from Dazzle. They play it cool. They play it safe. And they walk out.
I'm gonna keep clicked on Lifestealer so I can see if he does actually do this, because I mean he has the gold for the item right now. For it if he wants.
The Radiance?
No, for the armlet.
The armlet. Yeah, because we have Illidan does seem to like this. That he likes to stockpile his gold and then just straight up buy an item. So
yeah,
there is the chance that he does do that. Hey, maybe there's the chance he just straight up buys a Desolator.
Maybe he just buys a Battle Fury.
See what he does.
Battle Fury versus Lycan. Let's see. I mean, 3,200, still banking up.
They're hunting
their rage TP. At least he doesn't TP to base. He TP to mid, so.
And actually got a bit of damage onto the Cheshire Cat Tiny that was hanging around mid lane. Bottom, FNG also goes for the TP straight out after Bignum uses the first void.
Yep. Gambit's looking to just keep trying to pressure towers as much as possible, and Biver, every single time he is there. But this time he does have to back away.
I mean, is Radiance that good this game for the Lifestealer? It's like...
I'm just saying because he's banking gold, man.
You're right. He's sitting on 3,600.
I'm just keeping it clicked on my screen. I'm just clicking on the Lifestealer and that's it.
And bottom lane, Vanskor. So it's getting knocked back quite a bit there by Biver. But we'll still be able to walk it off and keep it safe. G also TPing back towards the mid lane in the form to defend against Illidan's Lifestealer. He's nearly got that relic money.
He's got relic money.
I'm sure
he's running to the shop.
He's doing it, isn't he?
He's buying Radiance.
He's going for this phase Radiance and probably Solar Crest, which seems to be the build.
I think it's because it's versus Lycan. It's going to be good versus the summons.
Okay.
And then he just needs armor to really stand up toe to toe.
There's no reason for him to rush Nullifier, is there?
No, please God, no. That is not a value item.
It's the Son of Doom build.
No, it doesn't have the work in it. What do you mean it's the Son of Doom build?
Okay, it's the Son of Doom that
only
was rejected and, yeah, not quite properly built.
I guess he just wants the evasion versus the book. That's the only thing that I could really think of it being incredibly good versus. Just so he can actually fight the Lycan, because Lycan does eat Lifestealer in those 1v1s if the Lifestealer is at a tight net worth, which in theory he will be in all this game.
And he's going to have a decent timing on the Radiance.
He will.
He's farming very well, Illidan, so it's going to be there at a good time. That's for sure. Just 800 or so, and he'll have that recipe done.
Yeah, they're pretty poor though with this Coddle lead commander. I don't think they accomplished what they wanted to. I actually think, I did say it a couple of times, but I actually think them blocking that hard camp really messed up Spirit's game plan, because Coddle did not get a lot of farm. Legion commander got less farm because Coddle was taking it. So these little ward plays that happen in these type of games are pretty important.
Here we go, Lycan ready to rock and roll, charging forward, but the Static Storm and Kinetic Field are there to block off the route of Gambit. So Gambit can't go through immediately. They'll still follow in after the Kinetic Field disappears, and Biver in a lot of trouble. The heal from Legion, not enough to save him. They do have a defensive Astral, and that will keep him safe. That is going to allow Biver to get out of there. Goes to pop by G as he moves in onto the tier 2 tower. So Gambit pull themselves away from the heroes, look towards the objectives instead. See what they can do to put a stop to this Spirit, trying their best, popping out the blinding light and such to try and force Gambit back. Try and make sure that G's usage of the exorcism this time around doesn't get that much done.
They just gotta buy time. They can't lose all their buildings. They can't let Gambit get this and then get like a Roshan. They need to have some more levels on their OD as well as the Legion commander for them to actually take fights. But Gambit making all the right moves this time around, abusing their push lineup. Still only a 3-1 kill score at the 15:30 mark.
But a lot of times going.
Yep.
Going down as the creep's moving in, the back door is gone, and a tier 2 tower taken in this bottom lane. Biver, be careful, Bignum coming in with the Void, isn't going to dive in, does have Medallion finished on Nightstalker, same time though at top, Illidan does find the space to take a tier 1 tower himself.
He's got the Radiance coming out.
Yeah, so it's a good timing for it. Let's see how effective it is. We did see a Radiance Lifestealer yesterday. To be fair, that was in a game where I believe the team as a whole was much further behind.
And he was versus a Razor, which is literally the hardest counter, like the hardest counter for the Lifestealer. Lycan is still tough, but different. Yeah, the Radiant Solar Crest build, the BSJ slash whoever else you want to call it.
I mean, who started this?
People.
Who started?
I got angry. I got angry tweets yesterday when we said that it was
Oliver.
Well, we were saying that Oliver does it. We didn't say Oliver invented it, but BSJ. That's the BSJ build apparently.
Did BSJ really invent it?
I mean, he probably took it from some pub player. No offense, Brian, but
I'll believe him. I believe in BSJ. BSJ did it. He did it first. He did it best. No, I'd say the BSJ build is where you build Radiance Manta, isn't it?
Uh-oh, mid.
Oh, he's gone.
Kaboomed. The DD Tiny finds the catch.
Yeah, the BSJ build is Radiance Manta Octarine. That's
on Lifestealer?
Yeah, that's what the BSJ build was.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
But I don't see anyone else ever go full BSJ. That's that's a BSJ only thing.
You never go full BSJ. Only BSJ.
Only BSJ can go full BSJ. I want to see Radiance Manta Octarine Lifestealer because it's hilarious.
Oh, I don't.
I think he won some games with it, BSJ. It was quite impressive.
Lifestealer versus Vanscore.
That's the problem. It's going to do the grave.
They get the duel. The shortest duel in the world.
It is indeed, but it sets up for the Static Storm. They are managing to lock down the tiny graves already being used, so they will get the kill. Can they get more? Dahak's coming in with the ult. They're looking for the turnaround Gambit. They'll be able to slam down one Team Spirit as Illidan picks up the Nightstalker. Yeah, forcing him back to safety as well. He'll actually get out of there. So despite Dahak using the shapeshift, unable to really get any sort of lockdown onto any of the members of Spirit, and this time Spirit do come out on top. Exorcism was also popped for that fight.
I got scared for a second too because it was a four-man weave on top of an Exorcism, so I felt Gambit had a chance to take the fight, but now
they were going to be able to.
They're getting re-engaged on
G. He's in trouble.
He's very alone.
They've got the Astral to set up into the blast. Illidan is going to close in with the open ruins of the Rage. He does have to heal from the Exorcism. Is it enough time to keep him alive? Sanities comes in. Oh, Vanscore couldn't quite get the heal off in time. As they'll lose the DP, jump in, Jules back online.
And the glimpse.
And they are just falling apart. Certainly Spirit. They look to be in a good place this game, but that last minute or so was just complete and utter disaster.
Cheshire Cat goes for ILTW. Oh, he lives at 58 feet. Oh, the tree throw.
It doesn't save him, but again,
They hemorrhaging every kill. Lycan?
Are they really losing? But they're not losing Lycan as well, are they?
They're losing him
They're
as well.
losing Lycan as well. So that last minute, I think it's something for Gambit to look back on and say, well, we're done goofed.
The Radiance Lifestealer.
BSJ was right.
BSJ #1.
Justice for BSJ. Where's that Manta Octarine? Don't buy a Solar Crest.
I was like, oh my god, what if this Radiance actually kills the book and ends up killing him? And then they just turn the whole fight around. ILTW dies, what? He did die like back to back though, right? OD died mid.
OD did die.
They made the whole play top. He gets recalled back in the fight, dies again. Okay, well, Spirit.
Oh, is he doing it?
No, he's not.
He's got a Blade of Alacrity, man.
Is it his too? Oh, he is going mad.
He's doing the full BSJ. The Solar Crest, we don't need. I don't think BSJ.
He doesn't do the solar, does he?
I don't think.
Maybe he does do the solar crest.
Maybe he does do the Solar Crest. He definitely does. The Radiance Manta Octarine is. This is Illidan with the Ode to BSJ build. Brian will be proud.
I mean, Yash is great. He needs some more movement speed. He's got the movement speed talent as well.
There's like 2 silences as well.
It's good. I mean, Manta's pretty good. Manta's pretty good here.
And then you got a Manta and a Radiance, as BSJ said quite famously. Fuck it, buy an Octarine.
Is that what he said? I think he did say that.
I mean, he probably did. He's American. He swears all the time, you know. Actually, no, he's a very polite boy, Brian.
He actually is. I really like BSJ.
He's a very polite boy.
Bring BSJ to more events.
Yeah.
He's doing it. Come on, go Diffusal. Just ruin Owen's life.
No, he's not going to go.
I know he's not going to do it.
That's not a BSJ.
He's definitely going to go Manta. It's the Miracle build now, people are saying.
The Miracle build?
Not MI,
Yeah,
the other Miracle.
Oh, the Miracle.
He used to go,
okay, yeah.
He used to go Radiance on every hero as well.
I can believe that.
I can believe that too.
Okay, I can see
reasonable.
Miracle doing it. Yeah,
No.
the original Miracle. But, I don't know. BSJ he's branded the build with his own name. Sorry, Miracle. BSJ has taken it and he's cultivated it and grown it to something that's become acceptable.
Big fight coming out.
Get the Static Storm down, but FNG of course will fall as he gets splatted by the heal bomb.
I think he just ran into them. He just ran into 5 heroes.
Well, let's see if they can get the rest out of it. They've got the Purge on Moon slowing him down. From the Necro books, they have found themselves 2 kills, Gambit. Can they get more? Got their eyes towards Illidan. Illidan does have the Rage.
He's looking for an Ancient creep.
Oh, no.
Nope.
He's just Rage and running.
He's looking for any type of creep. He's still got him fast. He's speedy.
Speedy indeed with the phase and the Yasha. In fact, Toss comes in. Bignum closes the gap. He has the silence. The evasion, though, is going to buy time. On second silence, is he going to be able to get off this Rage? They're running.
Are you kidding me?
They're chasing.
He's going to Rage TP.
BSJ was right. Look at this evasion.
Oh.
And he's out.
Okay.
And he's fine.
Space.
They're
going to deny. They're going to deny to pull it back. Look at this. They're denying. Uh-oh. They know it's here.
This is when
the team's coming, though.
This is when you type Moncaress. He's down.
No, he's back in.
He's going to kill Bignum. Oh, he's done it. Bye. Goodbye.
And here comes the rest of the team.
Try and gank me again, fools.
Uh-oh.
Illidan, he's out.
There's a DP ulti now.
Like, there's no way Illidan dies. He's actually invincible.
And he's actually so fast. Yeah. And now he's fine. And they just used the DP Exorcism.
And now they're going to get more kills, as we are going to see the hunt for the Tiny begins. They close the gap, find the duel. Illidan's there with the wraparound. Here he comes for the glory. Takes the kill. Illidan.
I think he actually could have just walked into the Ancient and just ran away, but no. He makes the big play and just takes him for a walk.
This is incredible. I think we're going to have to check. I mean, Illidan, and I know he's a good player, but playing this well and with this build, I think we're going to have to make sure that BSJ hasn't, you know, done some account buying here.
This is spectacular. I love this. These are just, man, this is great.
Illidan's having an absolute whale of a time. He's not died at all this game.
No.
He's what? Is that 8-0?
He's 8-0-2.
Pre-farm Lifestealer.
If they get this Rosh, it's massive. Anytime that you can deny Rosh from the enemy team that has a Lycan, it is pretty big for you. And Gambit, they're not ready really to fight. They don't have Exorcism, but Team Spirit's still respecting at least the Roach Pit area. But they're going for a fight here.
And they've got to catch. The duel's out. Team Spirit turning things up to 11. As it looked like Gambit were having an alright start to this game, but suddenly Radiance Lifestealer came to put a big fat stop to it all. As Vanscore.
They've got Glimpse.
Yeah. And this is the problem. You see, that's a free extra couple of punches that ILTW gets out and steals more in. Because of the Grave. You know, he's up to a nice juicy, 28. at this stage. That's nice. He's still got the sanities eclipse ready to drop. And I don't know what you do now if you Gambit, because things are falling apart massively. This lifestealer is they literally can't kill him. They had the perfect sort of follow-up of silence onto silence. It doesn't matter. They just don't have the damage to bring him down.
Oh, it's S and Y. He didn't go Manta. He just went the movement.
You know what? I hope he loses the game now. I hope they just absolutely just lose the game, because
nope,
that is blasphemous.
I like
BSJ.
Thank you, Illidan. You're a boss.
S and Y.
Oh, Bignum.
Honestly.
FNG spots him, glimpses him. Bignum.
He's just sort of being watched it.
Goodbye.
There we go.
Goodbye, Bignum.
There we go. Silence out. He's just standing still. Actually, just standing.
Oh no, the duel.
What? What?
Game is hard. FNG.
Free duel win. Oh, that's it.
Oh, this is great.
Okay, I think this game, when that started to happen,
I mean, when they just chased him for 50 seconds, they used exorcism. He survived. All right, well.
Yeah. Oh man.
Illidan.
What a game.
God.
Yeah, but he did build an S and Y, so we won't talk about it.
No, it was good.
That's not good.
It was good. Look at him. He's. Oh, what do you mean it's not good? He's just right in their base. He's diving Van score.
Yeah, but look at that.
Look at the S and Y procs.
If he had Manta style, he could have countered that Grave TP.
Could he though?
No.
Cheshire.
He's just standing still.
He just can't do anything.
Standing still.
He's dead.
He's just... Alright.
The books are coming in.
Oh, Piper actually survives somehow.
It's getting earned up. They do lose S Moon though. But look at Illidan.
Illidan's back in. There's going to be the buyback coming through from S Moon. He wants to get in and join in with the action. Grave comes through just in time. Static Storm's there. The duel coming in immediately.
My God.
On to G, and with 3 down and the mid lane exposed, they'll be able to push in Spirit, claim the tier 3 tower, get the mid barracks as well.
I mean, what can you say? Illidan.
As I said, this game, there was a early period of the game looked alright for Gambit. They were making much better movements.
They had the push lineup. It was looking good. They kind of got stopped by Caudal Legion, but I mean, Illidan he got the Radiance and the game just exploded.
Yeah, I mean, he did get free farm in both games. Like, this was sort of the problem as well. Illidan was given space, and if you give Illidan space, he is going to farm. He's a very strong carry player. So, off the back of that, 2 sets of racks.
And he's not dying, dude. He's not dying in these games.
I don't think he's going to die at all.
He didn't die.
Did he die in game 1?
Did he die as the PL? I don't think he did, right?
I think you might be right.
And I don't think he died when he was playing PL yesterday either. He did die like 1 of the 2 other games though.
Oh, Piper will go down. They've got the duel.
2-second duel. Oh, they can't burst him in time.
He's able to slide himself up to the high ground here. Is he going to survive here? Yeah, it looks like it. He might be able to turn and bring down the Legion. They've got the toss, they've got the silence. They will take the Legion kill.
Oh, Illidan's alone now.
Now, let's see. How can he live
this time?
Can he live? Let's see how strong the build is. Oh no,
he jumped out.
He wanted to, didn't he?
Oh, the Rage TP is enough? No.
Oh.
All right, he's got second life. He's very speedy. He's going to run away very fast.
He's got FNG as well.
He's running away very fast.
That's silence though on FNG. That was beautifully done, but it might not be enough as in comes RTW. Illidan ready to turn. Static Storm's down, controlling up this Lycan, who is great just in time. Dahak will not survive though. The final Thunderstrike proc from FNG finishes off the big bad wolf, as the rest of Gambit are forced back. And again, I mean, they managed to kill him once technically. They popped the Aegis, but still, he didn't die at the end of it. Oh, who's this here? Do it.
Oh, the Rage. Oh, bye-bye.
No, not gonna work.
Okay. Well, he had an Aegis. ILTW said, can I have a kill, please? I'm 0-3 on OD.
Is he actually 0-3?
He's 0-3 on OD.
Well, that's a 6-month ban. 0 kill OD.
0
Come on,
kills.
step it up, ILTW.
I feel like I haven't even seen him get the chance to use Sanity's Eclipse, really. He hasn't needed to.
He used it once, I think.
Yeah, I think I used it once, but he hasn't really needed to.
Nah, he's chilling.
Gambit just... I mean, they really just fell apart on. What can we say?
It was such sort of a... just sort of like a light switch on and off. Cause
it really was.
Just, that top fight, where there was that minute where everything just went to pieces, which I guess is the good thing for Gambit, a team that of course is going to be looking to adapt and improve. They can just look back at that point and just see exactly what went wrong. Since that point, they just were unable to recover.
Yeah.
And he's gone in for an AC, so as I said, Illidan...
I think this game's like impossible now for Gambit to come back, to be honest. They lost all their momentum, completely lost full map control. I'd be... maybe with like a big dazzle, weave, plus an exorcism, if there's some dives coming out, they could try to take this fight, but I mean, this Lifestealer has proven that he is pretty much unkillable versus them. And now they have Ag's Coddle, so in 2 minutes or so, it will be daytime if they want to even wait for that, but they don't. They know that it's go time for them. Find themselves that ward that's placed there because they have a gem. And this is Gambit's last effort. They're going for the big wraparound defensive weave. Oh, but Spirit knows.
They do, they're prepared. Rage has already come out from Illidan straight away. They managed to get the duel onto the Tiny. They're moving straight forward, looking to finish off that Tiny. Just slide himself to the side. Illidan's going to continue to chase though with the Radiance, burning him down. Finds the kill beyond godlike now, Illidan. They have lost 2 though, but Illidan's still pretty strong. He's trying his best to continue to fight. Looks towards G. Sanity's Eclipse comes down by IL2W. He's stuck in the trees, but he's able to clean out the heroes. 4 dead on Gambit. GG is called. It's too much for Gambit in this series, as Team Spirit will take the victory 2-0 overall in this best of 3.
And ILTW ends 3-3. He gets 3 kills at the end.
He did get 3 kills at the end. There we go.
Not negative. Remove the reports. No more 6-month ban. He's okay. And Lifestealer, Illidan, 13-0-9. 22 of the 24 kills on his team.
Yeah, I mean, Illidan went absolutely ham that game. The